Hi everyone, my name is Matt. I'm the youth and family pastor at Cornerstone Church in Marshfield. I'm here today with your Cornerstone Connection, a daily devotional. I want to begin today with a question. Just to kind of give you a heads up, we're going to be in John chapter 14 and specifically in verses 15 through verse 21. And as you make your way there, the question I have for you this day is this. How do you know when somebody loves something? Or we could phrase it this way, how do you know when somebody loves someone, right? I bet you could come up with a list of things that they probably do because they love that thing or they love that person, right? Think about maybe somebody really loves to play the sport of basketball and they really like to excel in basketball. Well, how do you know that they love it? Well, they probably spend time outside of their normal practices and games training and working hard and playing extra games with people in their life, right? So they show their love for basketball by things they do. Think about a young person who might really love another young person. And how do you know that they love that young person? Well, they reach out to them. They try to date them. They send them messages. They try to spend time with their friends and get to know their family. And they do things that maybe they generally wouldn't choose to do themselves, but they do it because they think they love them. Or of course, how about fanhood? Some of us are fans of particular teams. Obviously in our state, in our region, Green Bay, Packers are a big team that people like to cheer for. And it's easy to see who loves the Packers, especially on a Sunday morning. Who's wearing the Packer jerseys? And when you talk to them in the lobby, what are they talking about? Talking about the Packers, right? And the things that the Packers are doing in the off season, not just during the regular season. So you can see a lot of what people love by things they do and also by what they say. Well, today in John chapter 14, verses 15 to 21, Jesus is giving some of his final words to his first disciples. And in verse 15 of John chapter 14, he starts with this, and then he bookends it with a similar statement. Okay, here's what Jesus says. He says, "If you love me," here's how you're going to show it. You will keep my commandments. He says, "And I will ask the Father, and he's going to give you another helper," capital H, "to be with you forever, even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive because it neither sees him nor knows him. You know him, for he dwells with you, and he will be," Acts chapter 2, "in you." Jesus goes on, "I will not leave you as orphans, I will come to you. Yet a little while, and the world will see me no more, but you will see me, because I live, you also will live. In that day you will know that I am in the Father, and you in me, and I in you." Verse 21, "Whoever has my commandments and keeps them, he it is who loves me. And he who loves me will be loved by my Father, and I will love him and manifest myself to him." So Jesus is pretty clear, right? If we love him, we will keep his commandments. We will follow his way. And we see other verses like that, not quoted by Jesus, but instead written by his apostles. I think of 1 John chapter 5, verse 3, where John tells us a similar thing. This is love for God, to keep his commandments, to obey him. Friends, here's what I love. When I read a verse like that if I love Jesus, I will keep his commandments, I don't know about you, but I'm tempted to just think about all the times I don't. I'm tempted to think about all the times that I disobey and how many times I know the commandment, but I don't do the commandment, right? Or I say the words, but I don't actually follow the words, right? And so I can beat myself up at times, and maybe you've been there before as well. But here's what I love in what Jesus says, and hopefully you caught it. He said in verse 16, he said, "I will send you a helper." And he says, it's even the Spirit of truth. It's the Holy Spirit. And he said, right now he dwells with you, but pretty soon he's going to dwell in you, and you're going to be alive like I'm alive. Isn't that such a comfort? Isn't that such a blessing? And it makes sense because the Holy Spirit has a bunch of names. One of those is helper, and one of those is comforter. And what a blessing it is, friends, as followers of Jesus, as those who want to express our love for Christ by obeying Christ. We're still fallen. We still bear our flesh. and it still battles our spirit, but we have the Spirit. We have the one who helps us, who brings us comfort and helps us to obey the word of Christ. He helps us not just to hear the word, he helps us not just to say the word, but he helps us to obey the word. Friends, in case you didn't know it, if you're a follower of Jesus, you are not alone. You have a helper, and his name is the Holy Spirit. Friends, thanks for listening, and I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you next time on the Cornerstone Connection.